Evening, hockey fans. Walker Sakon here for the Western Washington University Hockey Club. Come to you live on our YouTube stream. We are just over 8.5 minutes here from puck drop, Bellingham Sportsplex. Second of two weekend games between your Western Washington University Vikings and the Trojans of University of Southern California. Last night, Vikings coming up big, their first game as members of the Pac-8 Ice Conference and their first win as members of the Pac-8 Ice Conference. Now just under 8.5 minutes to playtime here from Bellingham Sportsplex at 7:18 p.m. Fans will leave you to watch warm-ups and be right back with you ahead of the drop of the puck. Now, folks, a little over 2 minutes out from the anthem. The puck drop here. Our second of 2 games between Western Washington University and USC this weekend. Starting lineups for this evening's game. For Western Washington University, in goal will be the freshman number 31, Jake Holden, in goal. On defense for the Vikings will be number 16, Mark McDonald, and number 24, Cameron Budnick starting. Starting forward group for Western will be line centered by Andrew Gamble. That's centerman Andrew Gamble, number 10. Number 17, Alex Stoneham on the left wing, and right winger Aiden Knabb, number 3. For USC, starting in goal will be number 1, Cameron Pod. So a change of goalies for USC from last night's game where we saw Jeremy Blaustein in goal for USC. Defense corps for USC starting will be number 14, Chase Teasman, and number 12, Sam Frazier. Forwards, left wing, 19, Travis Schwartz. Number 9, Will Torgerson will be centering the first forward line for USC, and the right wing will be number 24, Alex Malone. Now just under a minute from the puck drop here, and we'll be right back to you, folks. Now fans, final words from the coaches of both teams. Gates closing, officials on the ice, and we're almost ready for a hockey game. Starting centerman for the Vikings tonight, Andrew Gamble, number 10, with a hat trick last night. Scoring the third of his goals earlier this morning, really after midnight. Well after midnight last night was Gamble's third goal. And the freshman now for Western has points in each of their games through this preseason and Young Conference season as we are underway. USC right into the Western zone. A shot on Holden is gloved. USC wasting no time on offense. Gamble that time winning the draw for the Vikings, who will now have a chance in the zone. Stoneham shoots, kicked away. So Vikings will dump, reset, and now chase. Gamble taking the puck for the Vikings in the corner. Past Nab it goes. USC the other way. Pass back out, shot wide of Holden there. Taken now by Gamble, plays it to Budnick behind the net for the Vikings, who will wrap it around to McDonald. Puck flipped high and tipped by Stoneham. Vikings will make a quick change there as McDonald, the only Viking remaining on the ice. McDonald steps up with a big check there, knocks the USC player off his feet, and the puck's turned over. USC will get it back, but only briefly as McCollum passes to Roberts for the Vikings. Now Roberts' pass goes wide in front of the net. No one home for that one, but Jackson will take it. Again pass across the front of the net. USC goalie, that's Pod, sprawling to grab that puck from the ice there before any danger could come of it for Western. Now the Jack McCollum centered line for the Vikings. That's Ivor Jackson and Dawson Roberts on the wings. Kyle Hoffman and Jack Thornton, number 15, and behind them is a shot from Roberts there, was blocked, tipped up, and caught by Pod. We'll have another face-off. Line changes for both teams here. Now it'll be Lucas Fantine for the Vikings on the face-off. McNanny and I believe that's Keats Montrose on the left of Fantine there. Montrose to the corner now, plays back to Fantine, who shoots, but it trickles wide of the net. Taken by Montrose, who passes up and turned over. Now USC the other way, up the near side. Driving towards the corner, puck squirts out in front and kicked away by Holden. That puck went off a skate and was just heading towards Holden's cage, rather. As now the Vikings set up in their own zone. Hoffman retreats, plays a pass off the boards into the official, and they'll battle for it now. USC turning it over, Western giving it right back. Now USC will attempt to possess the puck. Belmont in for the Vikings, knocking that loose. Now Thornton. Now Belmont knocked off the puck again. It's played by Hoffman to Thornton. Up to Andrew Hoytink, who loses his feet and the puck, as USC will set up now, back behind their own end line. Gamble's line back on for the Vikings, as it'll be a penalty coming. Gamble down on the ice now. It's a USC penalty coming with 17:03 left to play in the first period. That's number 6, Noah Alaric, to the box for USC. That'll be Alaric 2 minutes for cross-checking as the Vikings take their first power play of the night here. Gamble has it, shoots it, and roofs it from the near face-off circle. Nothing Pod could do about that one. Gamble wasted no time firing that past him into the top right corner of the net there. So it's another goal for Andrew Gamble, making it 4 in the last 24 hours. So for Western, Andrew Gamble, the goal scorer, assisted by number 16, Mark McDonald, number 23, Kyle Hoffman. 2 goals last night scored by Gamble, also assisted by McDonald and Hoffman. Now 16:40 to play and USC scores. And just like that, folks, we are tied back up. USC goal coming at 16:41 in the first period. That'd be number 12, Sam Frazier, goal scorer for USC at 16:41 in the first, assisted by number 9, Will Torgerson for the Trojans. Now McCollum winning the faceoff for the Vikings. Taking the puck is McCollum. He'll shoot it in off the USC player. Jackson takes it with momentum towards the net. Waiting. Pass out in front. The Vikings score. Looks like it'd be McCollum there just in front of the net. Puts one past Pod off the assist by... Assist there by Iber Jackson for the Vikings and Dawson Roberts. Number 12 goal scorer for Western, Jack McCollum, right around the 16-minute, 30-second mark. Now 2-1 Western. One-timer there by Jackson saved another chance for the Vikings. Now 16 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the first. USC goal came off of its post.
First goal scored by
USC now. Off the face-off, breaking into the Western zone. That's Hoffman there for the Vikings. Dumped back to the point, shot in on Holden and saved. The battle in the corner now. Puck still no clear possession, but it'll be Hoffman taking it for the Vikings, passing up to Montrose. Montrose is able to dump around the end boards. Ends up with Fantine behind the net. That's Montrose there to Fantine out front. USC now taking the puck. Back the other way is USC. Shot in, but blocked. Looks like we'll have a penalty coming for interference. That'll be Fantine, Lucas Fantine, number 26, to the box for the Vikings. 2 minutes for interference. 15:24 remaining in the first period here. 1 goal lead for the Vikings as they go to the penalty kill for the first time this evening. Now Hoffman losing his feet there for the Vikings. USC will come back the other way. No numbers for the Trojans. Pass finds its way through right out in front of Holden now. It's knocked to the corner. Now back out to the point is USC. Into the slot, they skate with it. Dropped back. Across ice. McDonald with no stick, but selling out to try and block that shot. Still no stick for McDonald here for the Vikings. Shot high and off the post, rebound. Couple of saves there by Holden before his net is knocked off. Some more solid work from the freshman for Western. Now McCollum in for the draw. USC wins it cleanly. A minute remaining on the power play here. His shot is blocked wide of Holden. Clearance off the boards, and now it's sent down the ice by Western. Just under a minute now remaining on USC's power play here, and the penalty to Lucas Fantine for the Vikings. Now USC in the corner out to the point. They cycle it. Back into the near corner towards the face-off circle now. Pass blocked cross ice, but USC maintains possession. Shot goes through in front of Holden. Off the rebound, USC player sprawling out to finish that one. It's a 2-2 game here. Power play goal for USC as a pair of power play goals tie this one back up. Be number 24, the goal scorer for USC. Goal scorer for USC, 1342. First period. Be number 24, Alex Malone, assisted by 9, Will Torgerson. And number 19, Travis Shorts. Another stoppage here, 13:39 remaining. We'll reset game clocks, 13:44 remaining now. 2-2 game. USC tying it up there on the power play. Vikings control off the face-off. Thornton's run into, but dumps the puck in for Western. USC now taking it, flipping down into the Western zone where Hoffman will take it for the Vikings. Gamble to play. Puck bouncing across center ice. Now Nab will battle for it, kick it into the zone to himself as Hoffman tips in, but the Vikings are offsides. And USC pass broken up there, but still they're on it. Now the puck trickles down into the far corner as Hoffman will play it around. That puck ends up back in the USC zone where Gamble will forecheck for the Vikings. Joined by his line mates as the puck's now tipped high for an icing, and we'll have a stoppage here with 12:54 remaining in the first period. Now McCollum's line back out there for the Vikings. Backed up by McDonald and Hoffman as McDonald shoots and beats Pod. Quick shot there for Mark McDonald. Took just 4 seconds off the face-off. Received that puck straight away, fired a wrister just over Pod's right shoulder. So goal scorer for the Vikings, number 16, Mark McDonald. 12:50 here remaining in the first period with McDonald scoring. Assists go to number 12, Jack McCollum, number 8, Ivor Jackson. Jackson's second assist of the night, second point of the evening for McDonald. Some discussion between USC's captain and the official. Head off the ice. McCollum still in there for the faceoff. They win it cleanly. McDonald now plays the puck in. It's tipped in. It'll find its way down to Pod. Western taking the puck, bounces high. Jackson had a chance to play that one out of the air and went for it. Now, as now Jackson stealing the puck, shooting in on Pod. Puck trickles just wide off the save, where McCollum will play it in the corner. Icing waved off as the puck floats back to Western zone, where Hoffman will take it back behind Holden. Stopping, it's Hoffman. Now sending it out to McNanny, who loses the puck to the red line. And now again Hoffman. Cross ice to McDonald, plays it up to Montrose, who dumps in. McNanny there tipping the puck, but to a USC player. Foot race for it. McDonald's able to get it out from in front of Western's net there, though the puck did end up finding its way back in that direction. 11 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the first period. McDonald flips the puck in. Get a fresh set of defensive legs for the Vikings. Still Fantine's line there for the forward group as Fantine goes down. And we'll have a penalty coming. It's going to be an interference call coming against USC as Fantine was dumped on the play. It's number 21 to the box for USC. Andrew Phillips with a 2-minute minor for interference coming at 11:24 remaining here in the first period. Now off the face-off, it's controlled by the Vikings, played across to Hoffman. Hoffman with the shot pass there taken by USC. Go back the other way, now in on him and Budnick, and a shot is blocked by Hoffman. He'll take the puck now from behind his own net, play a long pass to Stoneham cleanly, who loses the puck. Stoneham dumping the puck there to McDonald, who lost his footing. Stoppage coming. It'll be a penalty against Nab. Penalty coming against USC as well. So matching roughing minors for Aiden Nab and number 16 Aiden Vasquez, a pair of Aidens to the box in this one now. One from each club. Still a power play for the Vikings after those matching minors. One-man advantage now. It'll be McCollum's line in there offensively, backed up by Hoffman and the goal scorer McDonald for the Vikings. Lead this one 3-2 with 10:51 remaining in the first period. As McCollum cleanly winning that draw. Vikings now possess the puck. Roberts plays it to McCollum in the corner. Back up to McDonald's on the point. Dumped into Roberts. Across ice it goes to Hoffman. Slap shot low. Saved. USC unable to clear though as Hoffman holding the blue line. Jackson tripped up there. No shot. We'll have a delayed call coming. It'll be a penalty against USC. So 10:26 remaining here in the first and another penalty. That'll be a trip called against USC number 27. Keegan Jones to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Now a 5-on-3 power play opportunity here for the Vikings. 10:26 remaining in the first and a 1-goal lead. The Vikings 1-0 in conference play after their defeat of USC last night, looking to keep this train rolling. As now it's cleared by the USC player all the way down past the Vikings goal line. Hoffman setting up. Now into the zone with momentum is Hoffman. He'll take it straight in behind USC's net, looking to pass. Out to Roberts on the blue line. Cycles it to McDonald. Now closing down. McDonald shoots and he roofs another one. Second goal for Mark McDonald this evening. Perfect shot there. Not much Pod could do about as McDonald sends that one high and left of him. So assist there from Dawson Roberts, the primary assist going to Kyle Hoffman, as McDonald is the goal scorer for the Vikings at 10 minutes and 5 seconds in the first period. So 9:55 remaining here in the first as the Vikings take a 4-2 lead rather. So McDonald with his second of the night, Hoffman and Roberts with their second assists of the evening, and we have a 4-2 game. And now Gamble attacks for Western. Vikings still on the power play now for another minute. And Hoffman plays it to McDonald. Cross to Stoneham, unable to get a shot off there. Puck still loose. Roberts will take it. It was left out front for Stoneham there by Gamble. Stoneham unable to get a shot off as a shot there goes high and wide of Pod. Now Hoffman. And Gamble scores for the Vikings. Nice patient wrister there. Another pair of assists go to Kyle Hoffman and Dawson Roberts as Andrew Gamble is the goal scorer for the Vikings. Again, that's 5 goals in the last 24 hours for the freshman Gamble, who now has points in each of Western's games so far this season. 8:58 remaining here in the first period as the Vikings take a 5-2 lead over USC. That would be 3 assists this evening for Hoffman and Roberts each already. Gamble with his second goal as USC now shoots on the rush into Western. Goes wide of Holden. Tipped out by Hoytink. Belmont now forechecking for the Vikings. USC player wheeling behind Pod. Still now, it's Jones for USC. Still carrying the puck. Taken down by Thornton cleanly. Loses his feet there. It's back out to the blue line. Shot blocked away. Now shoveled up to Fantine, I believe, who will play into the corner for Western. Puck trickles behind Pod and taken now by USC. Pass wide there. There's a foot race for it, but Holden will play it back out away from danger. Now USC right back in on him. Pass out front was wide and the shot was high for USC. As now it'll be Montrose with McNanny for the Vikings, 2-on-1. Shot blocked away there by Pod. Montrose again. Unable to play the puck out front there. And USC back with no numbers, and a shot is blocked wide of Holden. 7 minutes remaining here in the first period. 5-2 Western. As Holden slows it down behind his cage there. Budnick will set it up and play it back to Hoffman, who loses the puck, but he's able to poke it forward. USC now takes it, but it's Jackson racing out of there for the Vikings. Has McCollum. McCollum loses the puck. USC back the other way. Looks like delayed penalty coming. Be a trip called against Western. It'll be 2 minutes for tripping. Number 24, Big Cam Budnick to the box for the Vikings. So again, Budnick 2 minutes for tripping. 6:29 remaining here in the first period as USC gets a power play chance down 3 goals. USC winning the face-off cleanly now on the power play. And fanning on the pass there on the blue line, but Gamble unable to take it cleanly. Now back out to the point. Cycled across. They'll lug it back to the corner, drop it back above the face-off circle. Pass in just right of Holden. Still the puck there. It's shot off the back of the cage. USC player now with Hoffman in a headlock. Hoffman not doing much about it, but gesturing and laughing, as we'll have a penalty coming, I imagine. So still just over 6 minutes to play. And a penalty coming against Hoffman as well for the Vikings. So it'll be Hoffman to the box for the Vikings. Number 12, Sam Frazier to the box for USC. So it'll be 2 minutes for roughing called against Hoffman. Cross-checking, pardon. So these will be incidental minors coming now. It'll be 2 minutes for Hoffman for cross-checking. 2 minutes for slashing to number 12, Sam Frazier for USC. So once we're sorted here, USC will still be on the power play. Another minute and 33 seconds. 6:01 remaining in the first. Stoneham and Jones waiting for a little more clarification as the officials make their way to the benches. Should be almost sorted here. Correction, folks, that'll be a 4-minute double minor assessed to Hoffman. Cross-checking and unsportsmanlike conduct, the double minor to Hoffman.
At 4:01, after the first whistle, you're allowed out.
2 minutes to Frazier for USC. So penalties assessed before the headlock on Hoffman, I would imagine. Be Gamble in for the draw now for the Vikings.
Hey, wanna drop him? You wanna go? At 2 minutes, let's go.
I just ragdolled you, you sure?
No, let's fucking go. We need ragdoll.
Drawing now between Frazier and Hoffman.
Thanks for reminding me on that. No problem.
We should be all set now. Vikings, 3 men for the Vikings on the penalty kill. It's Gamble, Roberts, and McDonald. So a minute 15 remaining on the first penalty. Budnick's penalty for Western. It'll be an important defenseman out of the box at that point for them as the shot is kicked wide by Holden. Now USC cycling the puck, looking for shooting lanes. And pass to the slot and back. It's tipped, bounces wide of Holden. No one able to get a stick to that rebound attempt. As a shot there, glove save Holden. Now cross ice pass as Roberts hustling for the Vikings. It's broken up and cleared by Gamble down the length of the ice. So 30 seconds remaining now on the Budnick penalty for the Vikings. USC now setting up again. One-timer well wide of Holden there. As Roberts whiffs on the puck, but still well clear. McCollum will change for Roberts. As a shot there is high of Holden. 5 seconds remaining now in the Budnick penalty. Another shot in on Holden. Rebound, and they score. So USC goal coming at 4:30 remaining in the first period here. A second remaining in Budnick's penalty, so that'll be Budnick out of the box as Hoffman remains in. So goal scorer for USC, 4:30 remaining in the first period, number 19, Travis Schwartz, assisted by 24, Alex Malone, and 27, Keegan Jones for the Trojans. It'll be 5-3, Vikings lead by 2 goals still. And a high-scoring first period here from Bellingham Sportsplex. Now USC taking the offensive zone. Western still on the penalty kill, as it's Jackson and McCollum, the penalty killing forwards for Western now. McDonald and Budnick fresh out of the box behind them. Now McCollum turns it over on the red line. Penalty over for Western, back to full strength as it's tipped in and behind Holden there. Another goal for USC, making it 5-4 Western. So, goal scorer for USC, number 21, Andrew Phillips, assisted by number 17, Jake Abeen, and number 13, Blake Deschamps. USC goal coming with 3 minutes 54 seconds remaining in the first period. Now just a 1-goal lead for Western. 9 total goals scored this period, and USC is on the rush again. Play broken up by Roblato, but USC ends up with the puck around behind Holden. Losing it at the face-off circle. It's taken by Roblato. Now played from Nab to Stoneham, who's dumped by the USC man. Stoneham wanted a call there for tripping, but nothing coming. As USC heads back the other way, Stoneham picking the forward's pocket there. Players running into each other. Got a whistle. Looks like a penalty coming. It's number 12, Sam Frazier, fresh out of the penalty box for USC, mixing it up again. Frazier slightly less fresh off of a game misconduct last night's game. Mixing it up for USC as parties are separated and heading back to their benches. Now 3 minutes 10 seconds remaining in the first period. After all that, it'll be Nab to the box for the Vikings. So USC will be back on the power play. There will be a penalty coming against Frazier as well. So it'll be, we'll check with the officials.
Key, is it in your bag or not?
There. Right here. Don't panic. Just wait. Okay.
So incidental minors now will have 4-on-4 hockey. It'll be 2 minutes. Number 12, Sam Frazier of USC, and 2 minutes to number 3, Aiden Knabb of Western. One of the officials has a cut. That'll be roughing to Frazier, 2 minutes rather, for interference to number 3, Aiden Knabb for the Vikings. Still 5-4 Western here in this one. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first period.
Jerry Springer.
Looks like the official getting his injury taped up over at the Western bench there. Now we're all ready for 4-on-4 hockey here. Last minute change for the Vikings. It'll be Thornton and McDonald behind the forwards Gamble and Roberts for Western. And now we're ready. Face-off dribbles back across USC's goal line where it's taken by the Trojans. Now passed across ice to Thornton, who plays it up to Roberts. Gamble now gaining the zone, drops it for Roberts, who will shoot. Bounced wide to the face-off circle where it's played by Gamble. Stoppage there. Puck gloved to the ice by Pod.
Yeah, we got out.
2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining now in the first period. Minute 30 to the matching penalties to Frazier and Knabb. Be Gamble and Roberts still the forwards for the Vikings. This face-off's controlled by USC. USC breakout comes to nothing. Puck behind Holden. We'll have a stoppage. And it'll be another penalty coming against Western as Hoffman heads to the box. About 10 seconds after leaving, Hoffman returns to the box for the Vikings. Two-minute interference penalty called against number 23, Kyle Hoffman, for the Vikings. So we'll have 4-on-3. Vikings without one of their top defensemen. As Roberts unable to clear, gloved at the blue line by USC. They'll take the puck now, looking for a shot. It's dropped to number 9. Now in the face-off circle, USC pressing the Vikings. Back out to the blue line. Puck was flipped high across Holden's face there. No shot. USC still controls. Across ice goes the pass. Not played cleanly, but now they take it behind Holden's cage. Out to the face-off circle. Across ice once more, and the shot's blocked before it reaches Holden, and then cleared the length of the ice by Western. 30 seconds remaining in the incidental minors now to Frazier and Knabb. USC back on the attack now. It's broken up there by Gamble. Roberts takes the puck, possesses it. Loses it along the boards. Back out to USC from the slot now. Pass in. Shot comes to nothing off of that pass from the high slot. It's back out to the point. Now pass played back out to the high slot. Slap shot is wide of Holden. Knabb and Frazier back out for Western and USC. So now 5-on-4 is a kick save by Holden, but USC cleans up while Holden lay sprawling. So the Hoffman penalty winds up with a USC goal. Number 24, Alex Malone, with his second of the night for USC, assisted by number 27, Keegan Jones, number 9, Will Torgerson. Third assist of the evening for Torgerson. Goal coming just after the 19-minute mark here in this one, as we've got 15 seconds remaining. Sorry, 50 seconds remaining in this first period here, folks. Puck goes down now for an icing. So it's a tie game here, 5-5. 10 total goals being scored just in the first period of this contest, as we may be seeing what some fresher legs mean to these two teams, coming off of a slower contest last night with a 10:30 puck drop, ended up being after 11 p.m. Final buzzer sounding well after 1 a.m. Now Gamble drops it to McDonald, who's unable to hold it. USC heads the other way on a breakaway, in on Holden, shots wide and up into the net. 36 seconds remaining now in the first period, tie game. So not even 20 minutes of hockey yet played in this one, and it seems we've got an evening's worth of penalties and goals in this 5-5 contest, as Nab tips the puck forward for Stoneham, who will lose it across center ice. Roblato and McDonald back on defense for the Vikings. And it'll be icing against the Vikings. So still Gamble now for Western, in for this defensive zone face-off. .15 seconds remaining in the first period. USC shot, bounces low, kicked away by Holden. Now behind the net they go. Puck comes out of the corner. Now passed up, and Stoneham takes it from the boards as the buzzer sounds. 5-5 after 20 minutes. First period ends. 5 Western, 5 USC here in this one. Second game in the all-time series between these two clubs. Second game in the all-time series behind these two schools, as far as anyone involved with either side can tell. 5 goals from each side in this one. High-scoring battle. Goal scorers for the Vikings: Andrew Gamble with 2, Mark McDonald with 2, and Jack McCollum adding 1. Goal scorers for USC would be 2 goals for number 24, Alex Malone. Sam Frazier scoring first for USC, and a goal apiece added by Andrew Phillips and Travis Schwartz to make this a 5-5 game here at Bellingham Sportsplex. Now, fans, thank you for tuning in, as we'll leave you ahead of the first intermission for ice maintenance. Halfway through the first intermission now. Quick update there. First period again, ending 5-5, tied Western and USC. Goals for the Vikings, 2 for Gamble, 2 for McDonald, and Jack McCollum adding 1. Obviously, 5 goals apiece for these two teams. Shots on goal close as well, 11 for Western, 9 shots on goal for USC. So not a particularly stunning night for these two goalies so far in terms of save percentage, but a lot of dangerous chances going both ways. Penalty minutes also piling up, there in that first period. We'll see if they can clean it up and keep the goals coming as we approach the second here in the next eight odd minutes roughly. Again, thank you for joining us here on Western Washington University's YouTube stream of this contest between the USC Trojans and the Western Washington University Vikings of the Pac-8 Ice Conference of the ACHA. Here from Bellingham Sportsplex, I'm Walker Sakon. I'll be back with you just ahead of the second period. Vikings now making their way to the bench as our clock is all reset for the second period. Still no sign of the USC Trojans. Just now making their way from the dressing room towards the ice is USC. Now the bulk of the USC team making their way to the bench. Gates are closed. Skaters on the ice for both teams. It'll be even strength 5-on-5 hockey and a 5-on-5 game in terms of scoring so far ahead of this second period. Now face-off controlled by Western, taken in by Nab. He's got Stoneham on the right. He'll shoot, and it's gloved by... We have a goalie change for USC, as that'll be number 32, new goalie for USC. So it's Pod to the bench and Jonathan Kubiak to the cage for USC. As now USC takes the Western zone, the corner. Budnick takes the puck there for the Vikings. Played by Nab, who's unable to clear the zone. USC now taking it back into the slot. Slapped away by Budnick, back out to the point. Now USC in the near boards. Budnick in for the Vikings. Frazier shoots for USC. Bouncing puck. Was stopped once by Holden and then ended up siphoned behind him. Played again to Nab by Budnick. Nab loses it. Another shot there. This one gloved by Holden. 18:42 remaining. Second period. Still tie game, 5-5. It'll be McCollum's line now for the Vikings. Thornton in there defensively with Hoffman for Western. And now it is Hoffman. Plays the puck in. Roberts ends up with it. Across, just in front of the net was McCollum, unable to get a shot off. He played it back between his legs. It's sent out of the zone by USC. Held back by Thornton, where Roberts will take it into the USC zone. Now Roberts carries to the corner. Wheels back. Puck bounces in behind the goal there. And shot on by Hoffman, but wide of Kubiak, the new USC tender. As now USC plays a nice pass, which beats Thornton off the bounce. Shot low on Holden, but saved by him. Another shot, another pair of shots saved by Holden there, maybe. As Fantine plays the puck in for himself, he'll chase it. Kubiak sends it around. USC player losing his feet, so Montrose in on the puck, but USC will keep it and take the Western zone. Roblato pushes the forward off the puck there, where Montrose will end up with it along the far boards. He's stepped into by USC. Fantine comes to his assistance, but USC ends up with the puck. And now Bailey McNanny turns it over. Shot off the turnover was high, so it's past Holden. Roblato tied. That was Roblato who tied the defender up there, and Western's able to gain the USC zone in the meantime. USC now breaking out. Across the red line into the Western zone with speed. Nice defensive play by Roblato again to stop that rush before anything materialized of it. As McNanny now takes the puck off the turnover for the Vikings. He's running goes to the corner to fight for it. It'll be Trey Belmont losing his feet, but still battling for the puck behind Kubiak, turning it over. Puck bounces back to the corner. McNanny there, unable to take it cleanly, but he and Belmont will battle for it. Now USC finally able to clear their zone as there's a big hit from McNanny. Puck squirts free for USC, who's almost in on Holden but unable to get a shot from it. Now McDonald takes it behind Holden. Setting up the offense is Western. McDonald now with some momentum plays a pass ahead to McNanny. Gains the USC zone and wraps it around the boards. It ends up behind Kubiak. Now the Vikings' first line back out, centered by Andrew Gamble, of course, very effective tonight. Puck ends up with USC coming in on Holden now. McDonald, nice play there to stop that one. It's wrapped off the boards by Roblato. Back out to center where USC controls. And they regain the Western zone. Now Nab takes a pass and intercepts it just past the face-off circle. It'll be Nab and Stoneham in on the rush. Shot by Stoneham, wide of Kubiak. And USC now turns it over to Gamble just past center ice. Gamble picking up speed. In behind Kubiak, pass ended up out in front. The net was knocked off by Stoneham. My apologies on the game clock here on our YouTube stream, folks. As you may see on the scoreboard there, 14:45 remaining now in this second period. Just over 5 minutes played. Now Thornton loses the zone for the Vikings, goes back the other way, and he dumps it into the corner. It's wrapped all the way around. USC passing back and forth behind Kubiak. Now out to the high boards on the far side. And back and forth the USC defense pair. And now it's turned over by USC to Hoffman. Hoffman wheels back for the Vikings. Sets up a pass which was tipped high, and now Jackson will take it into the USC zone for Western. Plays a pass in front to Roberts. Looked like an attempted pass there from Ivor Jackson. Western ends up scoring at 14:04 remaining in the second period off of, again, what may have been an attempted pass from Ivor Jackson, possibly off of a skate, and ending up in the back of the USC goal. So the goal will be assessed to number 8, Ivor Jackson, assisted by number 9, Dawson Roberts, and number 12, Jack McCollum. So all three members of McCollum's line, the second line for the Vikings tonight, getting in on that goal as we pass the 14-minute mark and now a 6-5 Western lead in this one. And just like that, USC's tied the game. Wasting absolutely no time, just 10 seconds after Jackson's goal, USC comes right back down the ice and beats Holden. Goal scorer for USC, number 24, Alex Malone. That's a hat trick for Malone on the evening. Assisted by number 14, Chase Thiesman. As we'll have a stoppage now off the ensuing faceoff. We'll try that one more time. So 13:52 remaining now in the second period, and we're tied at 6. Now it goes back into the corner there, played by USC at the blue line. USC player loses the puck navigating traffic, but taken by his defenseman, who's run into by Stoneham. Stoneham unable to take the puck as Nab now clears for the Vikings. USC sets up again. Unable to gain the zone as USC. Now they do. As Stoneham runs into the player, who's able to find his way through for a shot, which is saved by Holden. Stoneham back the other way. His pass is blocked. Ends up with Nab. Plays it back to Budnick. Now taken from Nab. Tipped forward by McDonald. Stoneham giving chase. Moved by the USC player. Pair of moves. Shot saved by Holden. Now Stoneham goes off for a breather as Roberts takes his place. Gamble now changing. Roberts takes the puck. Fresh legs McCollum on for the Vikings, but Roberts will wheel back, take his time setting up as they're backed by Budnick and McDonald. USC player appeared gets stuck in the bench there momentarily. It's now McCollum and Roberts attacking on the forecheck for the Vikings, but USC able to clear their zone and gain Western's. Pass across the front of Holden's cage harmlessly. Now it trickles out into the USC zone. And we'll have an icing call with 11:51 remaining in the second period. McCollum on the face-off there for the Vikings, able to win it, who tipped the puck, flip it to clear their zone. Now touched in by UFC, they'll follow. It's Budnick going into the corner after it. Budnick's able to take it from the USC player. Roberts plays it out to McCollum. Now it's McCollum and Jackson on the rush, 2-on-1. Cross ice and Roberts scores. Jackson, pardon me, that was Ivor Jackson scoring on the cross-ice pass from Jack McCollum. Big night for both of the top two lines here for Vikings coach Larry McDonald. So Ivor Jackson, number 8, the goal scorer for the Vikings. 11:25 remaining here in the second period. Assisted by number 12, Jack McCollum, and number 24, Cameron Budnick. So the Vikings now lead 7-6 in this high-scoring affair. As a wraparound attempt there, it's saved by Kubiak. Western coach Larry McDonald said he needed to get more from his top two lines after their series last weekend against Montana State University, as USC now goes the other way. Shot wired wide past Holden there. Gamble will come back for the Vikings as Coach McDonald asking for more from his top two lines, getting it here. Definitely getting it here tonight. There's another dangerous chance there set up by the excellent play of freshman Andrew Gamble, beating a defender and then making a pass. Both of the Vikings' top lines centered by Gamble and McCollum have been effective tonight. as most of the scoring coming direct result of the play of those two top lines. As there's Stoneham, the Vikings captain, smashing a USC player who slowly makes his way to the bench. He's unable to as the Vikings now come back at him. Gamble, good opportunity to shoot there. Pass goes in front past Stoneham, who's unable to get a stick to it. Delayed penalty coming, and it'll be called against USC. Chants go up from the Viking fans there, supporting Alex Stoneham after the excitement of his recent hit, as that's Keegan Jones to the box for USC. So it'll be 2-minute USC penalty, assessed number 27, Keegan Jones, for cross-checking. 10 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the second period, as Western will head to the power play with a 7-6 lead over the USC Trojans. That's Stoneham tying his man up on the faceoff. Vikings finally able to possess. It'll be Gamble playing back to McDonald. Swings it across to Hoffman, but out of the zone as the Vikings will reset. Now Hoffman loses it off his skate, chases back into the corner, takes it behind Holden. Up to Gamble. Across the rink. It'll be pushed in by McDonald, who takes a shoulder from the USC player. Plays the puck across now, and Gamble and Stoneham will chase. USC wraps it around the boards, where it'll be held in by McDonald at the blue line for Western. McDonald shoots one right into the belly of Kubiak, who catches that no problem. 9 minutes, 26 seconds remaining now in the second period. Minute 17 remaining on the Jones penalty for USC. As Western looks to widen its lead here. Stoneham again tying his man up on the faceoff, but USC comes charging out. Stoneham on the faceoff there for the power plays has been a common theme for the Vikings this season, using his size to tie up a man when they have an advantage. Really the only time so far this season we've seen Stoneham on the dot for the Vikings. As now Nab plays it to McDonald, but the Vikings are offsides. Now McCollum winning the draw for the Vikings. Played back to Budnick, and Budnick ends up with it again. Shoots the puck in, wrapped all the way around behind Kubiak. It'll be McCollum chasing. He's joined by Roberts in the corner as McCollum upends the USC player. Shot there by Jackson, saved. Traffic. Puck still loose in front, but we have a whistle. .8:34 remaining in the second period. Reset the cage there for Kubiak, and we'll have a offensive zone draw on the power play here for the Vikings. There'll be a penalty coming against USC. That's number 14, Chase Diesman, to the box for USC. 8:34 to play here in the second period. So it'll be a 5-on-3 power play now for Western. Opportunity to widen this lead. 5-on-3 for the next 20 seconds are the Vikings. As McDonald controls on the blue line, passes in now. It's Jackson wheeling. He's knocked down. Battling for the puck still. It squirts loose. Played by USC, but able to be kicked and held in by Hoffman, who will shoot, and he scores! Goal for Hoffman there. on the power play for Western. Makes this an 8-6 game for the Vikings with 8 minutes, 12 seconds remaining to play here in the second period. So that'll be Hoffman for the Vikings, scoring assisted by number 12, Jack McCollum, and number 8, Ivor Jackson. 8 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the second period as Hoffman notches one on the power play. Hoffman hearing it from the fans now here at Bellingham Sportsplex after wiring that wrister past Kubiak. Now, big scoring night from Hoffman. He now has 4 points, 3 assists, and a goal for him from defense. As McDonald, speaking of the Vikings' defense on offense, McDonald skates the puck in, still on the power play, all the way into Kubiak, where he gets a good shot opportunity as McDonald takes the puck now onto the face-off circle, shoots, it's blocked and ends up wide. But Roberts has it for the Vikings. Turned over, USC unable to clear as McCollum will hold it. Now USC will have a breakaway as Hoffman diving, unable to get a stick on it, but a good save by Holden, who will glove that one for a stoppage. 7:24 now remaining in the second period. 50 seconds left on the penalty to number 14, Chase Teasman for USC. Penalty coming against Western. That's another penalty against Hoffman. So our last goal scorer to the box now for the Vikings. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute, and then a minute power play for USC. Gamelin for the Vikings on the draw here now. Gamel and Roberts, the penalty killing forwards for the Vikings as Gamel blocks that shot. McDonald steps into the back of the USC player, taking them down. USC's just able to hold their zone. It's left for the other defenseman. Gamel finally winds up with it. Passes to Roberts. It'll be a 2-on-1 for the Vikings now. Roberts down the right side, passes across. McDonald unable to get that one-timer tipped into the goal there. He had a wide open net to shoot on as Kubiak had no chance getting across that one. Much more lively crowd for the Vikings tonight at Bellingham Sportsplex. Of course, their game last night concluding well after 1 a.m. Many of the fans had long since gone to bed. Vikings now lead by 2 goals, 8-6 here. Right around 6:50 remaining to play now in the second period. Deked there by USC, and they score. So these teams repeatedly trading goals here as Hoffman exits the penalty box for the Vikings. And looks like may have no goal on the ice, as a matter of fact. Either way, it'll be 6:41 remaining. Clarification from the officials. So we do indeed have a USC goal on the board. So 6:41 now remaining. USC scores to make it 7-8 as these teams continue to trade goals all night long in this one. There's number 27, Keegan Jones, again for USC scoring. Assisted by number 24, Alex Malone, number 12, Sam Frazier, as USC now again attacking. And around the back of Holden they go. Back out to the slot, passed out in front. Puck bounces high where it's gloved down by McDonald, who will take it himself, passes it into the USC player. Prone on the ice. Still down on the ice is the USC player, and we have a penalty coming against McDonald. Looks like that'll be a cross-check called on McDonald for the Vikings. 6:04 remaining in the second period now. So what is once again a one-goal game here in this high-scoring affair. We'll see another power play. McDonald unhappy with that call. So USC to the man advantage, as that'll be McCollum and Stoneham, the penalty-killing forwards for Western. That'll be 5-on-3 power play for USC with Hoffman and McDonald, two of the Vikings' best defensemen, in the penalty box as Holden wisely gloves that one for another stoppage. So it's 8-7 Vikings now. 34 seconds remaining on the penalty to Hoffman, as the Vikings have a 5-on-3 penalty kill here on their hands. It'll be 3 forwards on the ice for the Vikings now. Gamble and Jackson backed up by Dawson Roberts, who has experience as a defenseman and is a responsibly sound winger. It's now back to the left of Holden in the corner, taken past the dot, left for his man there is USC. They go back behind Holden, out front of him, saved by Holden. Quick whistle there as the rebound dropped from his glove, but he was able to quickly grasp back onto it. 5:34 remaining now in the second period. So 10 seconds left on the penalty for Kyle Hoffman for the Vikings. Minute and 30 still remains on Mark McDonald's cross check, as that was Gamble losing the draw for the Vikings. USC now leaving it at the blue line to the top of the near far face-off circle. It squirts in front of Holden as Hoffman now out of the box has a chance at this one. Kubiak came way out of his cage to play that in a foot race with Hoffman, who had a chance at a wide open goal if he was able to beat Kubiak to it and just wasn't able to. So now it'll be Hoffman joining this penalty kill, now just a one-man advantage for USC. As Roberts goes back into the corner to play it up, Jackson pokes it forward. Here goes Jackson, foot race now, and he's one-on-one with Kubiak. Out of his cage, Jackson dekes and beats him on the backhand. Another goal for Ivor Jackson. 9-7 Vikings. Is a short-handed goal for Ivor Jackson there, tipping the puck down past the red line, past the USC blue line, chasing it down. A short-handed, unassisted goal there for Ivor Jackson, who tipped the puck down the ice to himself, chased it down, beats Kubiak with a nice patient deke, skates past him. And that's a hat trick tonight for Ivor Jackson. Jackson also with 3 assists on the evening, so a 6-point night for Jackson. Nine 7 Vikings in this one now. 4:30 remaining in the second period. As the Vikings pass goes across the front of Holden there. USC player fanned on the shot with a wide open net. Now running into Gamble, running into the official are they. Gamble is pushed down and USC goes back the other way. Roblato to his knees now for the block. USC around the back of the net. And Western just now killing the Mark McDonald penalty. McDonald a race out for the puck, much in the way that Hoffman did. It's him and McCollum, as McDonald will now retreat. Take his place next to Roblato on defense for the Vikings. Forwards now for Western be Fantine, McCollum, and Stoneham, as McCollum goes for a change. Montrose takes the ice as Fantine's called for a penalty on a big hit in the corner. Looks like it'll be an interference call against Fantine. .341 remaining as Fantine heads to the box for Western. Get some word from the officials here, but That'll be a 2-minute minor assessed to Lucas Fantine, number 26 for the Vikings. 2 minutes for boarding to Fantine at 3:41 to go here in the second period. USC goes back to the power play. Last man advantage for USC, of course, just moments ago ended with, or for all intents and purposes, ended with the shorthanded goal from Jackson for the Vikings. USC hoping for more time in the offensive zone in this one, and a few less breakaway opportunities for the Vikings, as Hoffman nearly had one of his own midway through that last power play for USC. Shot saved there by Holden and cleared down length of the ice by Western. Now 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play. As Jackson, another shot at a breakaway there. It'll be Jackson and Gamble in for the Vikings. Gamble shoots. Stopped there by Kubiak. Good chance for Gamble. USC goes back the other way. McDonald and Hoffman now out of the box and back for the Vikings. A shot kicked wide by Holden just in the nick of time. Gamble takes the puck there. On the blue line, Gamble's in a foot race. Number 9 from USC. It manages to take it from him. Jackson goes to a knee, still with the puck. He shoots. Nice pad save there from Kubiak. Jackson had all the time in the world to think about that one. 2:31 remaining, 9-7 Western. Chants go up in the Western crowd for the defense pair here for the Vikings, McDonald and Hoffman. Now McCollum will take the draw, win it for the Vikings, shorthanded. McCollum goes into the corner. 45 seconds remain now on the penalty to Fantine. It's Stoneham and McCollum out there, the forwards for the Vikings. They'll battle for it in the corner. Time ticking. They send a pass cross ice to Hoffman right to the front of the net. Good pass from Hoffman there to McCollum, who's just barely unable to finish that one. Now USC goes back the other way as Stoneham leaves a big hit there for them. Puck's left in the corner for Hoffman. He'll be able to clear this one, taking his time now. It's wrapped around back behind Holden. McDonald now sends it off the glass down the length of the ice. 5 seconds now remaining on the penalty. We'll have a stoppage. Penalty coming against USC. Minute 47 remaining in the second period here. And some cabling difficulties there. It'll be 2-minute penalty assessed to number 7 for USC, James Koch. So Cook to the box for USC. Western goes back on the power play now in 7 seconds when Fantine leaves the box for the Vikings. 9-7. Western leading this one. Again, Western defeating USC last night. Now minute 45 remain in the second period as Hoffman takes the puck for the Vikings. Fantine out of the box, so the Vikings now a minute 50 on a power play. Stoneham and McDonald crashing into USC players. Puck has left the playing surface. Now 1:29 remaining. And that puck was helpfully thrown back onto the ice by a fan. It's now Stoneham again tying his man up. Stoneham hits the ground hard. It's across to Hoffman with a lane to shoot. He will shoot. And saved there off the chest of Kubiak. And stoppage coming. Once again, looks like another penalty coming. That'll be number 16, Aiden Vasquez, to the box for USC. 16, Aiden Vasquez to the box for USC. It'll be a 5-on-3 penalty for the 5-on-3 power play rather here for Western as Hoffman takes it off the Stoneham face-off. Cross ice, it goes to Gamble. Drop it back now for McDonald. McDonald waits across to Hoffman. Still room to shoot. Gamble on the one-timer. And it wraps around the boards heading back. Still a minute of 5-on-3 hockey here left for Western as they lose the puck back towards Holden. It's a foot race now. And they tie up, the Western player coming away with the puck finally. As Stoneham will wheel into the offensive zone. Good chance to shoot. He does, and he scores! Stoneham roofs it on Kubiak. 38.9 seconds remaining here in the second period. And that's Alex Stoneham, the goal scorer for the Vikings. Unassisted goal for Alex Stoneham there for the Vikings. It'll be a 10-7 game now. Western leading. 38 seconds remaining here in this period. So Western maintaining their 5 goals a period pace for the evening. Much better period defensively here for them against USC, especially for Jake Holden. After allowing 5 goals to USC of their own in the first period. Now Hoffman will dump and chase. Still a minute 13 remaining on the penalty to number 16, Vasquez for USC. They will come back towards Holden, now rushing in. Fantine steps up, pokes the puck free on the shot attempt. And the Vikings will break out now as Fantine into the USC zone. Losing the puck is Fantine. USC flipping it back down the other way. Foot race for the puck. 5 seconds remain in the period as Holden will play that back along the boards. Jackson takes it. 3 seconds remaining now. And that'll be it for the second period here at Bellingham Sportsplex, folks. Score now 10 Western Washington University, 7 University of Southern California. So much better period there for the Vikings, taking a 3-goal lead now into the third. As the Vikings leaving the ice a confident bunch after that one. Frustration perhaps from both teams. Some of the penalties assessed tonight. More frustration undoubtedly from the USC side at this point after numerous Western power plays led to 5 more goals in that second period after the goalie change for USC, who started the game today with Cameron Pod backstopping them. Made the switch now, of course, to Kubiak. And it's 5 goals apiece now for the USC goalies ahead of our second intermission. 10-7 Western. We'll be back with an update midway through this one. Now halfway through the second intermission here. Score, obviously, 10 Western Washington University, 7 USC in this one. Now 2/3 of the way through this contest. Western's offense obviously impressive. Power play goals aplenty for both teams. And as tends to be the case, obviously, on a night with this much scoring, we've had some outstanding scoring performances by the Vikings. Namely, coming from that second line for the Vikings, centered by Jack McCollum. Ivor Jackson with the hat trick this evening for the Vikings. Also 3 assists for Jackson, so a 6-point night for him. His centerman, McCollum, with a goal and 4 assists, having a 5-point night. And on the other wing for them, for McCollum and Jackson that is Dawson Roberts for the Vikings, who is currently pacing with 4 assists. So scoring in plenty from that second line for the Vikings. First line also scoring for them, 2 goals from Gamble. Score 10-7, Vikings over the USC Trojans. There will be 43 seconds remaining in a power play for the Vikings when we come back for this third period of hockey now. We'll rejoin you at the top of the period. Final buzzer now sounding of the second intermission ahead of our final period of play this evening, October the 6th. Here from Bellingham Sportsplex. Top of the third period now. Vikings up 10-7. USC controls off the draw. Will be cleared in around by USC. 30 seconds now remaining on the Vasquez penalty for them. McDonald plays it across to Hoffman. And Hoffman from the corner, back to Nab, back into Hoffman it goes. Across the front of the goal. Be chased by Gamble, who dumps it back to McDonald. McDonald plays back to Hoffman. Him and McDonald now playing catch on the blue line. A shot from one knee, that was Nab shooting. Puck rolling there, so he just flips it on goal, but saved by Kubiak. Now Stoneham in on the draw for the Vikings. Wins it cleanly this time. Gamble plays it back to Hoffman. Hoffman shoots. Was saved, and Gamble will shoot off the rebound, controlling it and flipping a wrister in on Kubiak. Also saved. Now Kubiak herds that around back. It ends up with McDonald on the blue line. McDonald will shoot it. Bouncing back to Gamble, who plays it into Stoneham. Taking a knee as he was unable to control that pass. USC now heading the other way. They turn it over. Hoffman shepherding the puck and now flipping it back. USC the other way. Hoffman still with the puck. Be an offsides called against Western. So first minute 15 played so far here in the third period. It's still 10-7 Western. Jack McCollum's line taking the ice for the Vikings. Effective all night for them. It'll be Budnick and Hoffman back on D for the Vikings. As McCollum wins the face-off there, Hoffman takes it. Shoots it in, it goes around, all the way around. Jackson will play it in the near corner. Now still with Jackson. USC comes out of the scrum with the puck, heading the other way. Now gaining the western zone with some speed is USC, but an errant pass will go to the far boards and be wrapped around by Hoffman to the USC player, who he follows to the corner. Puck ends up blocked out front off of the skate. And we have a high stick called here, so it'll be neutral zone face-off for the Vikings. High stick called on USC. It'll be offensive zone face-off. So Thornton and Budnick now defensively backing up the McCollum line as McCollum sends the face-off to the corner for the Vikings. Chased by Roberts. Pass ends up with Budnick, who will shoot it. Bouncing puck across the front of the goal. Back into the corner. Roberts and McCollum there. Budnick has it again. He shoots again. Rebound. Shot by McCollum, but saved by Kubiak. Now Roberts with the puck. Plays it into McCollum. Back to Roberts it goes. He'll lose it, but Thornton will keep hold of that for the Vikings. Plays it into the corner to Jackson now. Jackson ties the man up, loses the puck, and USC will head the other way. There's Thornton there defensively, tying the man up, riding him in around behind Holden. Puck floats freely to the corner where it's poked up for USC. Now McCollum losing the puck. Jackson taking it only momentarily before they turn it over. USC just able to hold the zone now. Puck ends up behind Holden. He attempts to stop it with his stick, and he does. We'll have a face-off. 17-10 now remaining in the third period. Still 10-7 Vikings. Here on the Western Washington University Hockey Club YouTube stream of this contest between USC and Western. As the Vikings win the draw, McDonald passes to Montrose. Now it'll be Keats Montrose flipping the puck forward for the Vikings as he's upended. They battle for it. McDonald goes in, leading with the hip and knocking down the USC player there. Now Fantine's third line for the Vikings. backed by McDonald and Roblato, as McDonald wrestling with the USC player there, and his partner takes the puck. Roblato from out behind Holden. Puck ends up floating high out of the zone. We'll go back defensively now for USC, who gathers the puck. A hard pass takes them out across the red line into the western zone. Defense from Roblato. Shot goes wide to the far corner. As Montrose is run into there. It'll be McNanny the other way for the Vikings, going into the corner now. Takes a hit from the USC player. It ends up with Trey Belmont. Drops the puck back to Roblato, who flips it into the corner now for the Vikings. McDonald from the near point sent that one back into the corner. Western will dump and chase again. It's Hoytink in there now for the Vikings. Now it ends up with Roblato, who shoots. Rebound loose momentarily, but no goal. Now Belmont, McNanny, and Hoytink for the Vikings on the forecheck. Puck winds up by the USC bench. It's turned over to McDonald, who beats a man. McDonald now lugging the puck and loses it. No numbers there from McDonald. Not much room to skate. Did what he could with it as it's sent in towards him again. He loses his man. USC now in with the puck. Towards Holden they go. They shoot. Stopped by Holden. Holden will catch that for another face-off. 15-11 remaining in the third period now. So almost 5 minutes off the clock in the third period now. No scoring yet in this period for either team as Gamble wins the draw for the Vikings. Wrapped around behind Holden, back out to the point for USC. A shot goes off a skate and wide. Stoneham now chases. Gamble takes the puck as Stoneham wraps up the USC defender. Will be Hoffman now with some speed. Shoots, saved, rebound, scores. Goal for Andrew Gamble. I don't believe Gamble knew he scored. Took that rebound, flipped it back in on goal, and with Kubiak prone on the ice, it's a third goal of the evening for Andrew Gamble. Official word now. Correction. Hoffman with his second goal of the night for the Vikings, who now lead 11-7, just past the 14:45 mark in this third period. USC back into the western zone, down 4 goals in this one. Right out front of Holden, it ends up back on the far point, wrapped back around behind the cage. Budnick plays it up to Nab, sends it to Gamble. Will be Gamble in now. Holding from the face-off circle, he shoots. And a post for Gamble at least, if not a goal. No call, no goal. No goal called.
I see them arguing about it, so I'm not going to write it down.
Excellent patience there from the freshman Gamble, who just waited on the face-off dot as no defense came to him. Knocks the shot off of the post from the sound of it. The inside of the post based on the reaction from Western players who thought they scored. As a matter of fact, more of a celebration on that one than the 11th goal from Western, which seemed to come as a surprise to the goal scorer. Now some debate from the officials. And it'll be a goal for the Vikings. So after some discussion, they give it to him. Still argument from the USC players. Several USC players now conversing with the referees. Stoneham joining the discussion. And we wait. USC absolutely sure this was no goal. Stoneham appearing none too worried for the Vikings, as we have on our hands what, for at least the moment, will be a 12-7 Vikings lead. 5-goal advantage for the Vikings now. Still waiting on official word of the goal scorer. So it will be a goal. Andrew Gamble goal, his third of the evening, so the hat trick for the second straight hat trick in as many nights for Andrew Gamble as they score, assisted by number 24, Cameron Budnick. Budnick with his second assist of the night. So multi-point nights going all around for the Vikings, who now lead 12-7. Just their second delayed penalty coming now against the Vikings. Seeing some frustration maybe from USC players, a little bit of pushing after that play as McCollum heads to the box for the Vikings. It'll be 2 minutes for hooking called against McCollum. 13:58 remaining in the third period of this one. So USC heads to the power play down 5 goals. And the next 2 minutes will be essential if they want to have any hope of crawling back into this game. Now Hoffman controls off the faceoff, wheeling back behind Holden is Hoffman. And it's fired out of the zone. Ivor Jackson clears it all the way down past Kubiak. Now USC breaking into the western zone. By my count, 4 power play goals so far of the 7 for USC. Number 14 passes across the one-timer. Stopped with the pad by Holden and cleared the length of the ice there by Gamble for the Vikings. So just 1 minute remains now on this penalty. The hooking penalty to Jack McCollum. It'll be McDonald and Hoffman backstopping Jackson and Gamble for the Vikings. As the puck's wrapped around towards the near side, Hoffman again takes it behind Holden. Wheeling again, loses the puck to McDonald. As it ends up with USC on the near face-off circle. He wheels with it, the USC player. Passes now to the point, to the far circle, looking for a shot. Nothing comes of it. And they now take it again at the blue line. Just able to hold the zone is USC. All the way around they go. Gamble has the puck now. Clearance opportunity. He'll flip a pass across ice to Hoffman, who has a shot at it. Hoffman takes the puck now all the way around behind Kubiak. USC player losing his feet. Hoffman will play it back. Somewhat dangerous pass there with a USC player in behind Roberts, who was able to play it down the length of the ice for another clearance. So 3 seconds remaining on the McCollum penalty. McCollum exits the box, joining the forecheck for the Vikings. It's Fantine, Montrose, and McCollum now, the forward group. Roberts in at defenseman effectively. Good save there by Holden. A lot of traffic. And Holden now hearing it from the Vikings fans for that one. As Budnick plays it around to the near point for USC. Shot flipped in. That one was well wide of Holden, just bouncing past him harmlessly. Now USC, wraparound opportunity. No, the puck is turned over, but winds up with them back on the point. Nice takedown there. Keats Montrose running into the USC player. Fantine finally clears the zone for Western as he's run into. Penalty coming. Looks like it'll be a hooking penalty called against USC. number 7, James Cook, to the box for USC. And joining him will be number 12, Sam Frazier. It'll be a 10-minute misconduct, assessed number 7. For unsportsmanlike conduct, James Cook, and a 12-minute hooking. Check that, a 2-minute minor coming against Sam Frazier as well. So another 5-on-3 power play coming here for Western. 11:05 remaining in the third period. So it'll be a 5-goal lead for Western now. Just over 11 minutes remaining in the third period as they'll head to the 5-on-3 power play. For the Vikings on the ice, it'll be Gamel's line. Stoneham to take the power play face-offs. Hoffman and McDonald, the defensemen. As the USC skaters have some words for the officials. Number 27, Keegan Jones, to the box as well for USC. And some more argument from the USC players. Officials think they have it straight. Now 5-on-3 power play for the Vikings. Back in the corner. McDonald goes in after it. Trickles loose past the red line, taken by McDonald, played across to Hoffman. Hoffman now plays it to Gamble, who gains the zone for the Vikings. Back to McDonald. McDonald, cross-ice pass. Back to Hoffman for the one-timer. Looked like a glove save there for Kubiak. Hoffman with another shooting chance here, and he will shoot. That one wide of Kubiak. Now McDonald holding the puck in the corner. He'll pass it back out to Hoffman. Minute 15, 5-on-3 still left for the Vikings here, who patiently just pass the puck around, taking shots as they come. McDonald now to Hoffman. Hoffman across ice. Gamble. Gamble from the face-off circle, back across to Hoffman. Hoffman shoots. Vikings score. It'll be 13-7 Vikings. Vikings goal coming just before the 10-minute mark here in this third period. Be 9 minutes 57 seconds played, so 10:03 remaining here in the third and final period of hockey. Goal on the ice. Believe it would have been Stoneham cleaning that rebound up off of the Hoffman wrist shot, but looks like no goal. No goal, so the Vikings will have a neutral zone face-off now. Stoneham for the Vikings, losing that draw as it's gloved by McDonald. McDonald to the corner now. Right in front. McDonald tried to play a tip pass off of Stoneham's stick, as now Hoffman's back the other way for the Vikings. USC finally will dump to the corner. 30 seconds remaining on the first 2 minor penalties assessed against USC there.
Once this hooking is done.
Hoffman now for the Vikings, gains the zone to the corner, dumps back to Gamble. Gamble across, shot by McDonald, bounces into the back of the cage there. Vikings will chase. Gamble winds up with it in the near corner. He'll drop it back. Gamble waiting. 2 USC players now taking the ice. And we'll have a stoppage. 9:03 remaining in this one. And an interference penalty called against USC. Be 2 minutes for interference for number 16, Aiden Vasquez. USC captain to the box now. 12-7 lead for the Vikings. 9 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in this one. And we'll have stoppage off of that face-off.
16.
Still 9:02 remaining. And McCollum bounced from the face-off circle for the Vikings, as it'll be Jackson in now to take it. Jackson losing the face-off. Dumped from the corner, but held in by Fantine. Now USC clears as far as the red line, where Budnick gathers it to Roberts. Now Dawson Roberts for the Vikings, gains the zone. Drops it for Jackson. Sends it back behind Kubiak. Shot. Stopped in the chest protector there by Kubiak. 8:36 remaining in this one. So still a 5-goal lead for the Vikings here. Of course, allowing 5 goals in the first period to USC. Much better defensively since that point, rather, the Vikings have been. Shot on the bouncing puck there by Budnick goes wide of Kubiak. It's taken by Roberts in the corner, who'll drop it back for McCollum. Now Roberts chases in behind Kubiak. It's almost cleared by USC. Fantine almost able to hold in, but then the USC player attacks him. Now Roberts knocked off his feet. And Jackson rides the USC player down to the ice. No whistles. And now we have a whistle coming. Bit of confrontation there. Minute 3 seconds remaining to the Vasquez penalty for USC. Vikings will change. Still 12-7. Another penalty assessed against USC. Number 9 now to the box for the Trojans.
Both nines cross-checking. Nothing goes on the board.
Oh, those will be matching minor penalties assessed to Dawson Roberts for the Vikings. Number 9, Will Torgerson for USC. Matching minors for cross-checking at 8:06 remaining in the third period. Hesitation from Roberts, but there is indeed a penalty against him. So Roberts and Torgerson will be in the penalty boxes for the next 2 odd minutes as they await a whistle after the 6:06 mark. Now 8:06 remaining in this one in the third period here. 5-goal lead for the Vikings. Roberts to the box for the Vikings, of course, a valuable penalty killer. The capable forward who can also fill in on defense. It'll be Stoneham in, ties his man up on the draw. Vikings possessing now is Hoffman, back to Gamble. Nab for the Vikings into the offensive zone. Shot, saved by Kubiak. Gamble now to the corner. Comes back up. Cross to McDonald on the blue line. He'll flip it to Hoffman. Hoffman shoots. Tipped puck. Wide of Kubiak it ends up. Still with the Vikings now. McDonald plays it in. Nab will chase behind the goal. Now a battle from Nab, who winds up chasing the puck out to Hoffman. Hoffman loses his feet. USC back the other way for a 2-on-1. McDonald, the lone Viking back, joined now by Hoffman. Breaks up the pass. Great diving play by McDonald, who then smashes the USC player to the boards. Hearing it from the Western fans now is McDonald after that sequence. course, McDonald and Hoffman huge for the Vikings tonight, offensively and defensively, especially when paired up together, as now Hoffman sends it in back behind Kubiak. Gamble will chase.
606.
USC shot wide of Holden, may have got a glove on it, but wide of the goal either way. Now USC from the blue line, they'll dump it back around behind Holden. Hoffman takes it for the Vikings. USC still battling for the puck in the zone. 6:10 remaining now in the third period. Puck dumped back in front of Holden, backhanded, kicked away. He saw that the whole time, and now they battle for it behind Holden's cage. Hoffman, Gamble, and Budnick back there for the Vikings. As it trickles to the far boards, rather. Looking for passing lane is USC. Puck flipped airborne across Holden's face. It's shot there, bouncing in front of him, but not on goal, as Hoffman is just unable to clear the zone. Now Budnick battling, and Hoytink. Puck flipped out again, Hoffman with it, but USC pressure. A shot on Holden there, wide of the goal by USC, as it's wrapped around but still not clear for Western. Hoytink still unable to clear it, wrapped the other way by USC. Here held on the blue line, puck's bounced in on Holden. Hoffman goes back to follow it. USC was offside, so they cleared the zone. As a nice long pass to Gamble, who gains the zone. Patiently now, it's Gamble waiting for help. To the corner. Flips it back behind Kubiak. It's Cloutier on for the Vikings, giving chase. Pass in front of Holden, kicked by Holden, loose in front of him, and he shepherds it into the glove. 4:38 remaining. Save after save for Holden here after the first half of the second period. So it's still a 5-goal Vikings lead, 12-7, as they're unable to cleanly control the draw. 4:33 remaining. Holden lunges out, grabs that one, which was sitting dangerously in front of his crease. Cleared down the length of the ice now by the Vikings. McNanny in there with Cloutier for the Vikings. Thornton and Roblato back now defensively. Thornton steps up, loses his man, will pass it across ice, shot in on Holden, rebound, loose, and they score. So that was Holden unable to control the rebound. Just bounces front and to the left of him. So the rebound bounces out just in front of Holden. To the left of him, it's buried by number 24 for USC, Alex Malone. That'd be Malone's 4th goal of the evening. A couple assists added to that. It's a 6-point night for Alex Malone, and what still a 4-goal deficit and a lot of hockey left to play, but is looking like a loss for USC here. Western's second win it would be in as many conference games, as now it was Robertson McCollum with a chance there. McDonald steps up, delivers a hit, but loses his feet. Now USC into the Western zone, turning it over. Jackson looks the other way. It'll be Jackson and Roberts with some space to skate. Defender coming back. It's tipped to the corner now by USC. Roberts into chase, knocks a man down, loses his feet and his stick. Puck goes around the other side of Kubiak, and it ends up back with Roberts, who will flip it in. Taken by Jackson, back out towards the front of the net. Pass was intercepted. McDonald will shoot, but it's gloved out of the air. USC goes back the other way. McDonald steps up. Nice poke check there from him. Is now McCollum taking McDonald's spot on defense. The Vikings will be able to reset now as Hoffman takes the puck. Just across the 3-minute mark now in this one. 2:55 remaining. USC now attempting to break out. Nab battling to keep that puck deep in the USC zone as Stoneham goes in behind Kubiak. Now USC, couldn't tell if that was a shot or a pass as it's flipped chest high past Holden's crease. They still possess the puck. It'll be back out to the blue line for USC. Skated, flipped back in towards the goal, past it, but in behind. Budnick plays it up for Western. Back to the corner where Budnick will battle. It almost comes out to the front of Holden, but intercepted by Gamble. Stoneham takes it now and dumps across to the near corner. Nab chases in, shoots. Back around it goes to Gamble in the far corner. Once more, back this way goes USC. Now with some space, nice play by Roblato, taking the puck straight away from the USC man there. Errant pass winds up blocked by Kubiak. Quick change for Western as USC comes the other way. Their player losing his feet. Puck's pushed forward where Belmont, Hoytink, and Cloutier chase for the Vikings. Into the corner they go now, this fourth line battling. Now Thornton back for the Vikings defensively. Rides his man off of the puck. Good play there by Thornton as Hoffman heads the other way with the puck. Still 12-8 Western, just over a minute remaining. Hoffman, coast to coast he goes. Wheels at the blue line. Passing across ice is Hoffman to Montrose. Montrose will shoot it on net. It was kicked wide by Kubiak. Now USC will look to rush the other way as nice play there. Fantine stepping in for the Vikings, forcing it back deep into the USC zone, where he and Montrose continue the forecheck as precious seconds burn off the clock, and looks like we have a little bit of a confrontation going on here. That was Sam Frazier, number 12 for USC. He'll head to the box. Frazier, one of the usual suspects in these two games. Montrose to the box as well for the Vikings. These will be matching penalties for Montrose and Frazier. Sorry, folks, about the game clock and all the excitement. Still 35 seconds remaining to play in this one. As Vikings fans starting to celebrate what is, at this point, almost undoubtedly a win with the Vikings ahead 4 goals. Just 35 seconds left to play. Gamble now in for the draw as the Vikings will play the last 35 seconds 4-on-4. It's Gamble and Stoneham, the forwards, backed up by Hoffman and McDonald for the Vikings. McDonald in the corner. Gamble comes out of there. Stoneham flips the puck in. 15 seconds remain. Some jawing back and forth now between the penalty boxes as Stoneham shoots high of the net. 5 seconds remaining in this one. Still jawing from the USC players with a long flight home ahead of them. McDonald celebrates down the length of the ice to Holden. Despite 8 goals from USC, a strong effort almost all night by freshman Jake Holden, who's been really solid goaltending for the Vikings in this early season. Vikings with their first weekend sweep of the season, sweeping USC. Their first 2 conference games, these two. So the Vikings now 2-0 all-time against USC, 2-0 in their Pac-8 Ice Conference. Western hits the road next weekend. Vikings now hearing it from their fans. Handshakes at center ice. Again, the first two times these teams have met, but already appears to be no love lost between them. Vikings hitting the road next weekend and the weekend after that. Be back home Friday, November 16th against the University of Washington here at Bellingham Sportsplex, where all Vikings home games are played. I'm Walker Sakon for the Western Washington University Vikings Men's Hockey Club, thanking you for joining our YouTube broadcast this evening and this weekend. We'll be back Friday, November 16th when the Vikings take on University of Washington at 7:45 p.m. here at Sportsplex and here at WWU Hockey/YouTube. As the Vikings salute their fans and head off the ice, it's a 12-8 final in this one.